It was early dawn, the first light of the day still faint. In the yard, my uncle was carefully preparing his fishing gear. His face radiated excitement and eagerness. Every morning, he wakes up very early, while everyone else is still asleep, to get ready for his fishing trip. My uncle has a special passion for fishing. It's not because he wants to catch a lot of fish, but because he finds peace and tranquility in those hours sitting by the lake, holding the fishing rod, eyes gazing into the water. For him, fishing is not just a hobby but a way to relieve stress and connect with nature. The two of us sat side by side on the soft grass, our fishing lines cast into the still waters. The sun had risen a bit higher, casting a golden glow over the lake. Time seemed to slow down. The only sounds were the gentle rustling of the leaves, and the occasional splash of a fish breaking the surface. Uncle sat perfectly still, eyes focused on the tip of his fishing rod. His posture was one of complete calm and concentration. Every now and then, he would make small adjustments to the line, but mostly, he just waited, a picture of patience. Minutes passed, and then suddenly, the tip of Uncle's fishing rod twitched. His eyes lit up, and with a quick, practiced motion, he jerked the rod back to set the hook. The line went taut, and the reel spun as the fish on the other end fought to free itself. Uncle's face broke into a broad smile as he began to reel in his catch. His movements were steady and sure, balancing the strength of the fish with the flexibility of the rod. It was a dance of experience and skill, honed over many years of practice. This carp has likely lived here for a long time. It might be a leader, helping to maintain the ecosystem of this lake. Releasing it helps protect the environment and sustain the balance of this place. Uncle gently released the carp back into the water. The fish quickly swam away, disappearing into the clear waters. I watched it go, understanding the deeper meaning behind his actions. I sat beside my uncle, silently observing. He didn't speak much, just smiled, and looked at the shimmering lake under the early sunlight. At that moment, I understood why he loved fishing so much. It wasn't just an activity, but a part of his life. A way for him to find peace amidst the hustle and bustle of life. My uncle sat there, amidst the quiet nature, with his passion and love for fishing. Every morning, he begins a new journey, not to conquer or win, but to enjoy every moment by the lake, to connect with nature, and to find himself. To our astonishment, it was an enormous carp, shimmering in the sunlight. The fish was unlike anything I had ever seen, massive and magnificent. Uncle struggled to lift it, and with my help, we managed to hold the colossal carp, which must have weighed around 80 kilograms. The sheer size and weight of the carp were extraordinary. Its scales glistened like gold, and its eyes, large and expressive, seemed to reflect the history and mysteries of the lake. We both stood in awe, barely able to comprehend the sight before us. Uncle looked at the giant carp with a mixture of pride and respect. He carefully removed the hook and examined the fish. After a moment, he decided to release the carp back into the lake. I was surprised and asked, why, and he gently explained, "Uncle, this carp has likely lived here for a long time. It might be a leader, helping to maintain the ecosystem of this lake. Releasing it helps protect the environment and sustain the balance of this place." With great care, Uncle and I gently released the colossal carp back into the water. The fish swam away slowly at first, as if acknowledging us, before disappearing into the depths of the lake. I watched it go, understanding the deeper meaning behind his actions.